It's minicamp and OTA season, and today we're looking at the New England Patriots and getting a good look at Drake Maye. We're going to watch him throw the ball around and everything else, but before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're covering practice from rookie camp to minicamp to OTAs to training camp, everything in between, workouts, so you know what your rookies are doing on field, those quarterback battles, the favorite players on your favorite team, those guys you're drafting in fantasy. It's all right here. You need to know more about them. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're looking at Drake Maye today. 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Let's let these clips fly because today he let the ball fly. He let it go. He let it rip. There's a lot of clips of him going YOLO. Here's one of them. Had to slow down for the ball. There's a lot of clips, though. There's a lot of clips of him going bombs over Baghdad. Here's another one. Up in the air. Getting it. Trevion Henderson. There it is. You see it. I think that's the same one before. Maybe. Here's another one. Downfield. Good placement there by the sideline. Getting it. Downfield. Look at that. Another one. Downfield. Had a slow up for it. I think you're starting to notice that on a couple balls. Also just tossing it up too. You're watching the context of the throw. Also just tossing it up to a certain location and allow them to make a play. Getting it out. Boom. Heaving it here. Not much slope there. Heaving it. Just going deep with it, honestly. ABC 6. Look at that. There's a wobbler there. Did you see that one? There we go. This is wobbling up there, up by Mars. Up downfield. Getting it. Good sell tactic. Honestly, I said good sell tactic, but honestly, felt like I went through the motions with a little bit. Downfield, boom. I just had that feel from watching too much tape than a person should. I want to watch his head after a lot of these throws if I can see it. Last year, I caught that after every single throw he made, he would just look down. Now, I was wondering what that meant. Not here. Every single throw last year, caught it out. He would just look down like something was going wrong, wasn't sure of something. Like, it was weird. Like, it was every time. Go watch my clips from last year on Drake Maye. We saw that. Just looking, like it'd be 100 for 100. Like, was he just visualizing? Don't know. Here's him coming out again. You get a lot of these clips from the Patriots, them coming out to the field here, the beat writers. Look at the field. It ain't bad. Ain't that bad of a field. Stepping back. Getting it. Toss. Pitch and catch. It looked like pitch and catch. Play action. Getting it down there. Getting it. Boom. He looks more composed. He looks very composed back there. Very chill. Here's another deep ball. Just getting it down there. Right there. He just had he hung on there. The moon grabbed it. The thing about Drake Maye going into the 2025 season is this is a year that we should expect some development. We added some pieces. Stephon Diggs is a big piece here. We had some interesting footage of him on the boat. I got to look at that a little bit more. That was interesting. We're seeing more clips emerge of Stephon Diggs working out, showing that he's healthy, getting ready to be good to go. We're seeing more of that. Come out. We added Williams in the draft, a wide receiver that you can move all over the place, put him in the slot as well. That's very twitched up. You got a lot of young wide receivers here that are looking to take a step forward. Jalen Polk had that viral drop in practice the other day. That was funny. Javon Baker is a wide receiver that fell in last year's draft that is very talented, that we're wondering if he'll put it together. Kayshon Boutte was once one of those wide receivers that fell in the draft that was considered one of the top wide receivers in college football. That's that duck. That duck. that once was considered one of the best wide receivers in college football, that they allotted him time to develop. They could have cut him anytime. They could have submerged him in the back of the depth chart. It could have been no man's land for him. And he surmounted those odds. The fact that you got what you got out of Kayshon Boutte, and you may be looking at the basic counting stats and being like, what are you talking about? He was leading the team in routes ran most of the season. He was getting target. It just wasn't connecting. It just wasn't there. You got Pop Douglas, Demary Douglas there. Very good around the line of scrimmage, getting those shorter targets. You got some pieces here. Things just got to come together. Trevion Henderson drafted. That's a big-time running back prospect for this team. You're giving this offense some explosiveness. You're giving this offense some threats. And that's going to help Drake Maye in the outlet. That's going to allow him to have a weapon there at short to intermediate that could allow him to house it or be very explosive on any given play. Any given play. Coverage is good downfield. Now you got Trevion Henderson there in the flat. You just flick it to him. See what happens. See what happens. That's going to help them out a lot. That's going to give this team more gusto. He's also good at pass blocking. Now, is the best running back out there? No. But overall, you're looking at a running back here that's very explosive. That just fits this team well with what they want to do. Fit with Ramondre Stevenson. Just taking the carries up the gut and just pounding out with Steve-O. And now you got Hendo. Steve-O and Hendo. Nobody's came out with that before. I hope I was the first one to claim that. Steve-O and Hendo. But still, Drake Maye going into year 2. The big question is, can we take that step forward? And also the pieces around them. Can they take that step forward? Can they take that step forward? Because if we get that happening, then we might see the surgence of Drake Maye. He had a good rookie season last year. He didn't look bad last year. He had a good rookie year last year. Showed some upside. If you're looking at him for fantasy, Dynasty, Superflex-wise, he can be fluid, but he's expensive. It's pulling teeth with quarterbacks. 1 QB, it's really depending on what's there on the waiver wire and what you want to do with that and how you want to strategize around quarterback. He's a young quarterback. I think he's going to be there for a bit. If he was in this year's class, he'd be the first quarterback selected. Big-time prospect here that's going to be around for a long time. But if you're looking at this for fundamental redraft or maybe home league redraft, a basic redraft, to try to say it those terms instead of talking about underdog or anything like that, I can talk about underdog. But you look at that, you're going to catch him at a good discount. You can play 0 QB, late round QB, whatever. Hand route running backs and wide receivers. Got a quarterback here. Honestly, you can play the waiver wire with if you want. He's got some ability, enough to give you a decent floor. I think he's going to be all right. But we're looking at Drake Maye here. The quarterback here that we're watching to see if he takes a step forward here in 2025. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.